full. Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Game over, series over, and the Red Sox are world champs again. And so are these fans. It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions. Boston organization has been well run for a long time now. From the top on down, here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
The Red Sox have won the World Championship. The Boston Red Sox beat the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-1. They win the World Series 4-1. And the Red Sox become the first team in the 21st century with 4 World Championships. Can you believe it?
Hey, I'm sending a GIF out. GIF, is it GIF or GIF? I say GIF, just saying.
GIF. It's GIF, right?
GIF.
Yeah.
Some
GIF.
people say it's GIF, but I say GIF.
Ah,
So.
Famous
well-
words of Ted Lasso. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
so, well, welcome to another episode 19 of the Pesky Podcast. Tonight, we're doing things a little differently. We've got ladies' night, and we have got the original Pesky Party Girls, and we have the newest addition to the Pesky Party Girls. We got Christina, we got Melissa, and we got Leslie. Ladies, how are you doing? Let's go around the board. Christina, let's start with you.
I'm doing great. Great. Especially after last night's win. I'm right now I'm up here. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Doing great.
Hey, love the shirt.
Thank you.
To being the vice president of the Verdugo fan club. Gotta love it, man. I sit there and, you know, Melissa, you were on the podcast way back when I had to fight tooth and nail every episode to get my man Verdugo some respect.
Oh, yeah. And he deserves all that.
He
respect.
deserves it all. Yes.
So, Melissa, what about you? What's been going on?
Oh, just came back from last weekend with Christina. That was fun. The games weren't as fun as the past ones, like last night.
No.
They weren't as fun, but we still had fun.
No. Well,
They drove us to drink.
Oh, drink a lot.
Well, I for one, I called us on our last podcast. I called a sweep against the Cardinals.
I did too. Remember? Was that one?
I think you
I
were.
think it was.
So did my girl. Yep.
Yeah, was it?
And-
Who were we with?
It was you, DC.
Oh, it was when we were on Willie's.
Oh, yeah, we were on.
We were like sweep. It's gonna be a sweep. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
It was a sweep, just not for our team.
Yeah. Kind of got a little reversed.
Should have been a little more specific.
Yes. And well, let's go to Leslie now, the newest addition. First off, how are you doing? Second of all, do you know what you just got yourself into by being the third member?
Absolutely not. No. Yeah. Melissa was just so nice enough to invite me to join. I said yes, but no, I'm doing good. Last night's game was amazing. Certainly took a little bit of sting out of the Celtics game for me anyway, because I'm obsessed with all Boston sports. So, yeah, it's nice to see a fairly decent May so far.
I was looking for Boston sports really solid. I'm like, the Bruins are looking good. The Celtics are looking good.
I can't even talk about it.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, man, really? I'm like, and then all of a sudden, like after last night, I was like, so you're telling me I got to sit there and count on the Red Sox right now, like to come through? But now they're back to playing the way they should, and it's like, and it's ridiculous. It's like, come on now, like, do we sit there and know how to get everything going at once? Pitching, bullpen, defense. Like, I'm me personally. I like Kike. I know Melissa, you got a little bond with him, but
That's her cake.
But me personally, I sit there and I am loving Reyes over on shortstop.
I am loving Reyes. Reyes is so good, and I'm happy with that. Where'd you go, Christina? Hello. She X out.
No, she didn't. She didn't X out. I think she's turned off her video.
No, husband was calling. I had to decline it.
That's what.
Hey, I know my fiance is the same way. She completely understands if the words podcast, Red Sox, or DC come out of my mouth. She's like, okay, I guess I'll get time later.
Yeah.
So
I literally do like a countdown. I'm like, podcasting, whatever time, so that everybody knows to shut up.
But
no, I'm loving Reyes at shortstop too. Doing good. He's doing really good. Even yesterday at second, I mean, he's doing great. He's doing great.
Yeah, I kind of love how Chaim Bloom, like everybody wants to, like we need middle infield help. We need middle infield help, but like he doesn't go out and make that splash like everybody wants. He goes and finds the right tool for the right job, and Reyes is doing amazing job. I seen the catch he had a couple nights ago, the leaping catch.
Oh wow, yeah, that
was
my
amazing.
Xander Bogaerts-esque. And you can't ask for more for a guy that's, in there for the short term, because he's not going to be a long-term fix. We got Trevor Story that's, hitting. Like he's going way faster than what any of us could actually predicted. So that is kind of where I want to start off with. Let's sit there and talk about Trevor Story hitting and fielding already. Melissa, you were on the podcast before when we were kind of stretched out a little bit we were thinking All-Star break, after All-Star break.
Yeah, I did not expect it so soon.
But he's amping up a little bit, and this is a powerful bat. If we can add him to the lineup, that can really benefit us out. So, yep. Melissa, let's start with you on how you're feeling with Trevor Story, doing the drills already.
I am very excited about that. And at first I did wonder, like when we had Joey on the show and we talked about are they going to put him on at second or short, like going back and forth. So that I feel like that's still kind of up in the air. I'm pretty sure they're going to put him on short, but he might go back and forth. But I'm very excited about it. I heard Duvall is coming back sooner than thought too. Like he's starting to feel he's better too. I didn't get to read through the whole article earlier. I wish I had so I could talk about it, but he seems to be healing faster also. So that would be great to have him back.
Oh man, Duvall. Well, I can't remember the exact date, but Duvall was predicting he wants to come back by a Yankees game.
June 9th.
The Yankees game. That's what it was. Yes.
June 9th. He wants to be back by June 9th.
Yeah. And I was like, man, that is really, really crazy for him to sit there and be pushing for that. Mm-hmm. But the thing of it is now, we're coming back to Trevor Story real quick, but since we're talking about Duvall, where's that leave him? Massa's doing great. Jaron Duran is,
doing phenomenal right now.
Doing way above anybody could ever sit there and think.
Definitely.
And Verdugo's being Verdugo. Mm-hmm. So where does that leave Duvall when he comes back? Does he go to DH? Do they rotate, him in somewhere? Like, Christina, well, what are you thinking about when Duvall comes back?
Right now I'm saying DH. I mean, and then I'll just go because I mean, the way our outfield is working right now, don't mess with it. Just it's fine unless something occurs then, okay. But I mean, like you said, Duran is doing great, Verdugo's doing great, Moss is doing great. So unless they switch it up, because I know sometimes Massa DHs, so maybe they'll flip between them. I mean, I'm not sure. The Trevor Story thing, I still going back to that. I think Story will be at short, unless Kike cleans it up and they leave Story at second. But as of right now, with the errors that Kike has had at short,
He
I
did
think
have a
it's-
good play yesterday.
I mean, he did. Then that's the thing. But that's the thing. Kike will do amazing at short for 2 plays or a few games, and then all of a sudden he does this crazy error, and that's of course what you're going to remember. I mean, you know, because if that, especially when it costs you a game, that's what's
for
going to
sure.
stick
For
out.
sure.
So that's what I think will happen. Duvall, I think probably DH in the beginning. Plus, I think that's what you want because no risk
Oh yeah, his bat.
letting him get injured
Mhm.
right off the bat, you know, ease him into it, and then I guess just go from there. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I'm looking at if Kike keeps playing the way he is on offense and on the defensive side of ball, would you guys feel more comfortable with him being a utility role?
I've said that the whole
Yes.
time. I've said he needs to be like a Brock Holt.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie,
Yeah.
let's break the shyness right now.
I could just be silent. It's really okay. No, I think, I'm thinking Story at short as well, but you have to be concerned. I mean, last year he had like a 238 average.
Mm-hmm.
That's not great. I mean, like a 303 on base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I know 2022 was horrible for us, but still.
Yeah.
But, they say when his arm's good, he's good. So
Mhm.
maybe we just
Yeah.
need that.
Also,
Maybe
just
we
the
just need that
vibes.
luck.
Last year, the vibes were just bad, and I'm such a vibe person. I
Same.
feel like chemistry and all that makes like a big difference in a clubhouse. And when it's good, it's really
I think
good.
right now they're vibing really well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, last year you have to think about it. The only thing people wanted to talk about was is Bogarts getting an extension,
And Rafi, yeah.
And
and
Rafi.
and is Rafi going to stay if Bogey leaves?
Mhm.
Like, if that's all the reporters want to talk about, that's going to put a negative vibe in your entire
Mhm.
locker room, and it's not going to be good. Like you can tell that Bogey was just, you could tell that his heart wanted to stay in Boston.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
I
when
agree.
you keep getting asked every day the same questions, or once a week the same questions, every time Band-Aid being ripped right off because
Mhm.
you know that the BS offer they offer you is not what what you deserve. Like when he
Right.
went and signed his contract prior, he gave us a hometown discount, and you think that you might want to sit there and prepare yourself. Now Heim's looking at it as we're not going to pay him long term because we've got Marcelo Meyer, in the farm system that's coming up.
Who
But
is
that's not.
doing amazing?
Yes.
Oh, he's what, he had 25 hits already, in high A.
Mhm.
That's ridiculous, and but you need to have somebody to bridge the gap. Do they think that Trevor Story was going to be the person to bridge the gap? We're hoping, I can't personally, I can't wait to see what his arm's going to look like
Mhm.
post surgery. If the batting average goes up like Leslie, brought, because if you fix the elbow, could you sit there and fix the swing then,
Right.
and have it all line up?
Exactly it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Melissa,
I mean,
you
to be
sit there.
fair, also like
Yeah, go ahead.
the press, that lack of a better term, sports press in Boston is not ever been the nicest to us, right? I mean,
Yeah,
even in
definitely not,
04, they
definitely
thought
not.
it was
Mhm.
over, and it
Mhm.
clearly wasn't. So,
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
going to name names, but I think
Yeah.
we all know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Hey, all I can say about 04 is 3 words: back to folk. That's
Back
it.
to folk. Why not us?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So, but Melissa, you said you're on board with the Kike transitioning to a
Yeah.
utility person.
Yeah, so that's what I've seriously thought of, because to me, he just fits that. Because he wanted to play short so well, and he was so confident that he could. I thought, well, maybe he can. Let's see what happens. But it hasn't been the best consistently. Let me say, there are times when it's been good, but
Well,
not consistently.
I know when I go to a job interview, or when I'm applying for a job internally, you got to have that resume locked up. beforehand. It just doesn't look like Kike has shortstop clearly on the resume.
Mm-hmm.
I think he sometimes doesn't realize how quick he has to react to where the ball is and where he's throwing the ball, where in the outfield you have more time, you got more direction. So
and he's definitely like the athletic
Mm-hmm.
run. He can run fast. He can dive and catch a ball. He moves like a dancer. He stretches like a dancer. I'm always like, he had to have taken dance lessons. When
That's
he
her
was,
cake. I told you guys.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah. I'm like, but anyway, but I outfield in a bit more utility. Like I seriously see him as a Brock Holt type thing. I mean, he wasn't even like a regular player all the time, playing all the time. Before on the Dodgers, he wasn't. He was more of a bench player. So
yeah, Christina, what are your thoughts about Kike eventually moving to a super utility role?
I agree. I mean, everything else that I do. I think the same thing, like a Brock Holt situation. He's a phenomenal athlete, but I think that's where he'll serve us best, especially if Story comes back and does what he has to do, and does what we are really hoping he can do. I think Story needs to be at short. I'm loving Pablo Reyes at second also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either one, they can switch back and forth.
and they can switch between them, and then I think that'll be a great role for Kike. I think Kike's real good at keeping the team good together. And so I think the utility player will work for him. And I think he's a team player. I think he understands that. And I think he would take that role and run with it.
Yep.
Leslie, what about you?
I think he's like the Johnny Gomes of the team. He's going to keep the team together.
Yes, he's like a
but
leader,
really good as a utility
but
player.
not like the athletic leader, but the leader,
right.
Let's come together.
I mean, Gomes was the same way on the Royals in 2015, maybe. People gave me a lot of shit for it, but there's a reason you have a player like that on your team.
Yeah.
And I think that he's that person.
Yeah.
I agree.
I sit there and I love Kike being the utility person, especially for the next season or two, because it kind of transitioned possibly because we got a guy in AAA, Ryan Fitzgerald, who's Fitzgerald.
Yeah. I was called Fitzy, so I'm like,
it's called Fitzy, so I was like,
yeah.
and he's an amazing utility guy that can play multiple positions. He's doing really good in AAA. I kind of can't wait till this week coming up when DC and I get to hopefully sit down and have a quick conversation with him when we're going to the Rail Riders Red Sox games. But man, it'll be nice to sit there and have Kike, because then at least you got somebody healthy that can play multiple positions. You got him in the outfield, you got him in the infield, and he can be there for you because he's dependable. So next up, let's sit there and talk about our man Kenley Jansen. Last week he had number 400.
He sure did.
Huge celebration. Then all of a sudden he had a little problem. And a lot of people are complaining about it. And I'm like, wait a minute. A lot of it is not his fault.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all. I looked at him and Schreiber. It seemed like Schreiber was getting ready too. So I was like, okay, they're going to put Schreiber in. Christina and I both said that. We were like, oh, they're going to put Schreiber in. And then they put him in. And I was like, he was partying all night.
See, I think the first game that he came in and blew the save, I really think he partied a little too hard. And he's over the, he's
a little up there in age for an athlete. Yeah. So, you're paused.
He was a little,
there you go.
Maybe, because come on, he had the 400 save. They celebrated then. He came home, that a big thing. So I just think he wasn't.
He wasn't on the
pitch trying to cut that.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. Yeah.
That was ridiculous. I mean, that second blown save, I'm still mad at the ump for that and the player and
that was horrible.
yeah. I'm yeah. I was yelling at the TV. He's got 8 fucking seconds.
she actually had
and
gone
of course
a while before that. Before I started
Yeah.
recording. And I was like, oh, I'm getting
Yeah,
ready.
I was on it. I was on a rampage, so it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Leslie, what were you thinking? The good and the bad.
You know, I mean, let's not go crazy, guys. It's May.
Yeah.
It's May.
I love that
It seems like it could be July or August with, everything that's gone on in the past couple months, but he just had the 3 pitch clock violations. I mean, it's nothing crazy. MLB's already put out a thing about it, and
already changed it.
the only thing that's a little bit concerning was failing to locate the pitches. But like you guys said, I mean, he was probably out celebrating the night before. Not to be able to think about it, but
like super sweaty. I was like, oh no.
Like there might be concern if it continues, but
yes,
right. That's what I say. I say
yeah. Him trying to play it off, just like he was frustrated and everything else. I think that did more harm than good, in my opinion. Just own up to it. Say you were out partying, the last X many days for your 400th save, and just say it. Like it's Boston.
Yeah, we understand.
Napoli's walking around shirtless in 2013. It's
They're
like
drinking
the best
out
thing that
of
ever
shoes.
happened.
Oh,
shoes. No, like not like a. It's really.
We are not doing that. We've had requests for it. It is not happening.
No, not happening.
Well, technically, you guys might be able to do a switcheroo. Go out and get a cheap brand new shoe.
No, I still don't want to do that.
But still, any shoe. I don't want my liquor touching like the inside of any cotton material. No. Sorry. I'm sorry. We have had requests for it, but me and Mel already said no.
Nope, not happening.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing in Boston this year. Like, is there like a blue moon, going on? What's going on? Because we are doing some weird things at Fenway Park.
Almost did a commercial.
Yeah,
no. Blue Moon was born out. No free advertising.
Well, think of it this way: ticket sales, ticket prices have gone down. They're not as high as they normally are because of last season was so bad. So the people that are going to the games now are probably the people that just stayed at bars because they couldn't afford the game. So that's why it's a little crazier, because it's a different crowd than the people who,
I will tell you this. So I live in Kansas, and we have the Royals in Missouri, technically, but we claim them here. And food, beer, drinks, all more expensive at Kauffman than at Fenway. So I never, ever want to hear about, oh gosh, Fenway's so expensive, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not.
Minute Maid's like that too.
Minute Maid's like that. Fenway is nothing, because once the Astros won their first World Series, Minute Maid prices just went, and it's ridiculous.
Royals still haven't gone down.
That's crazy.
They won there. So.
Yeah.
No
beer. Like I get a Modelo in Houston, and then at Fenway I get the Fenway Faithful IPA or whatever. So when I was at Minute Maid, a guy was like, "Hey, I want to buy you a drink. Let me cash app you money." And so he sends me like $15, and my beer was $23 with the tip. And so, but then at Fenway it's like $13. It wasn't as much.
It wasn't as bad. No, it's not.
It's nothing.
No,
are the same. Like Minute Maid and Fenway, they're about the same.
Well, who sat there and told me? Somebody at my work told me that they were looking at Fenway Park tickets on the Monster. It was like a Thursday game, and they're like, I think it might have been DC. It was like $104.
Well, Christina's been looking at them. No, that's cheap. Like
now during the Yankee series, I looked at them and they're like way high.
And then I looked up. I was like, no, I found some for $250, like on the first row.
But it's not that serious. Yeah.
But yeah, it just depends on what time if you go in the middle of the week, it's way cheaper than if you go on the weekend.
So,
and one day we'll sit up there. Not this time, but one day.
That is on my bucket list. I already sat next to the pesky pole. I've been behind the bullpen. I was second row behind the on deck circle for David Ortiz's. I think it was like his 500th career double. So the monster, even though I'm scared to death of heights.
I am too, but it's not scary up there. I'm like,
But have you been to have you taken the tour?
Yeah.
So when you're up there on the tour, it's not that bad.
But if I'm first row and the ball's coming towards me,
well, don't be dumb and be somebody falling over the rail, over the monster. I'm gonna be watching the game and be like, "Oh my God, there goes the rail!" Don't do that.
All you see is me putting a thumb up.
Yeah.
I'm good. Can't feel my legs, but I'm good.
I'm just gonna be like, fear pitch. What does it feel like? What's the grass like?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you would be sitting there and messaging me and be like, well, because I'd fall on Masa. You're like, so what did he feel like?
Yeah, what did Masa feel like? Don't hurt my little pequeñito, please. I call him my little pequeñito.
He's so cute.
Tiny.
He's so little.
So,
he's tiny.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break to release our, for you ladies, the Pesky Party Girl shirts. We're going to release right now the first design.
It's really my fault, actually, because I did that whole joke on opening day where I was like acting like I was a stripper on the
job,
pesky
Mel.
pole. It's my fault. Sorry.
Hey.
And DC,
Thanks so much in advance.
I'm married. I'm married. I'm like, I'm just joking around. So cute.
Bam!
Woo! Okay,
Oh,
yeah, I like that a lot.
So
that's cute.
That's great.
That's really cute.
we will be releasing these in the next couple days. So if anybody wants to be part of the Pesky Party Girls, like Melissa, Christina, and the newest addition, Leslie.
Yes.
And the only requirement is you have to like to drink and take shots. Other than that, we're good. You like to love the Red Sox, like to drink and take shots, and that's
good.
it.
Excellent. Well,
That's the
my earbuds
criteria.
fell out, but if that's it, I'm good.
Yeah, we're
We're
good.
good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, you have to be legal age to drink.
Oh yes, 21, please.
If you're an alcoholic,
You can be old like us.
you
It's
can
fine.
join us, but you know, it's I mean, I'm alcoholic. I'm
No, Mel, we
what is it? No,
And that's why we love you.
We discussed that. Those go to meetings. We're
that's it.
just
What is it
drunks.
called? The quitter, like, oh wait, I'm not a quitter. That's what it is. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's so horrible. They're really not.
I never ever thought I'd have to actually say this ever, but make sure to drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. And when you're drinking, we walk to our hotel across the street.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're good.
So,
We're
but
good.
anybody out here that wants to do t-shirt designs, logos, anything, my man, hit him up on Twitter at Chase Fulmer. He's the guy that sits there and has hooked us up with our Pesky Party Girl shirt. He's also hooked us up with a brand new logo for the Pesky Podcast, which we're going to reveal a little bit later.
Oh,
But guys, head on over to Twitter. Look up at Chase Fulmer. Send him a message. Great guy, great prices. He'll sit there and get you exactly what you want. He did both of our logos in about less than an hour. So great work. So as I was saying before, this will be releasing this weekend. So check it out. The Pesky Party Girl shirt. You can be just like one of the three.
Hey. Yeah. We're classy drinkers though. Like, we're not
Very classy.
sloppy
Yes.
people,
Yes. And we always
Two
drink.
of us are drinking martinis right
We
now.
always drink responsibly. Always. Always.
Christina, I think this is the first time I've ever talked to you sober.
That's pretty bad.
And folks, I'm not talking about me being sober. I'm talking about her being sober. But then again, there's not a Red Sox game on, so
Exactly. I have to give my
He
liver a
teaches
break
children.
the days
She
that
needs
they're
to drink.
off.
Yeah.
Yes, but on the days off, I have to give my liver a break. Like today, it's just tomorrow we'll be back at it.
Water regenerates itself. It's okay as long as you don't go overboard. Just
Right.
it's fine.
Right.
Yeah. It's
I mean, I will say there's a Celtics and Red Sox game tomorrow. So,
Oh, we got a double fist.
Ooh. See, here's what I was gonna say this earlier. When it comes to Boston sports, I would love to get into the other ones, but my body only creates so much cortisol, and I don't think my body could handle if I'm just releasing so much adrenaline. So I stick to baseball.
I've never done, but this year I got into the Bruins. First time ever I started watching hockey.
I do want to do that. I do. So
my husband's come home from work. He's like, "You're watching hockey?" Yes. And I was like, "Oh my God, they've got this best record. Oh my God, and then they broke my heart. I'm like, seriously, it's my first year following you all, and you do this to me.
So everybody else, Christina's fault. Just to let you guys know.
Yeah, it's my fault, guys. I'm sorry. Don't do it. I tried.
So our next topic we're gonna squeeze into. Nick Pavetta's going to the bullpen. So
I actually love it. That's what
love
I
it. Love
Does
it so
he
much.
understand that question though? Does he understand it? Does he know? Does he get it?
There, he seems pretty
He swears he does.
Okay.
But does he? But does he? I don't think so.
I kind of wish that AC would have told him these might be going to the bullpen before every start, because he was in beast mode. He looked like Chris Sale 2018 out there, mowing down the lineup. Oh, he looked amazing, because
there's nothing that beats a Psycho Sale.
Oh, Psycho
nothing at all.
Whoa. Psycho Cell. We love Psycho Cell.
Melissa, where's our shirt? Psycho Cell.
Psycho Sale. That's the shirt.
Red
facts.
Psycho Cell. That's what we need.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that has an 8.10 ERA, see you later.
But they only ever told him that his job was on the line one time.
Well, I mean, let's blame Bloom for that. What did he have on Bloom? Let's be honest.
Are you talking about Brazier?
He's gone.
No, but also him.
Why did he stay with us so long? It was like a
God.
party. It was like a party when we found out. I'm like,
I've never been more excited with that news. But yeah, no, Pivetta, I mean, 8.10.
I was kind of excited when he was gone. I rejoiced a little bit, even though I did appreciate what he had done, but he was just done, and I appreciated when he was gone.
So Leslie, let's go with you about Pavetta to the bullpen.
I mean, listen, I promised no pink hat talk to someone, so I can't, be all positive about it. But yeah, like, at least he's to the bullpen. Maybe I want him gone. It's fine. I mean, it's just a lot. 8.10 over 6 starts. Come on, that's horrible. But Bloom says, he's electric.
That's what he said about Pavetta.
No, he's not. He's not. I mean, I think he might be a great reliever in the end.
Yes,
but right now,
the
bullpen's where he needs to be.
Yeah,
bullpen's where he needs to be.
Some people need pressure. I think he might need pressure. And that's
he definitely needs to go in thinking, I can be gone tomorrow.
Yes, I agree.
Now, do you think it adds another great bullpen arm? We already got Wink in there. We got Carter Crawford.
Good. Yep.
And now with Pavetta, we got 3 people that can do some long relief innings that are eventually going to have to just take turns piggybacking Kluber, because I don't know why. I have no idea, because Kluber, I don't think there's no way Kluber could transition to the bullpen.
No,
absolutely not.
So,
absolutely not. I think it's great to have as many as you can in the bullpen. I mean, if there's anything the Red Sox have lacked in recent years,
it's the pitching.
It's definitely an arm that can close for us. I mean, even in 2018, I think my heart stopped nearly every game in the playoffs, because you just never knew it was coming. You never knew it was coming. Yeah. I think you definitely need it. But yeah, him to the bullpen, I think, is a great thing. For now, we'll see what he does with it. But that's my opinion.
I agree.
Melissa, what about you? What are you thinking about Electric Pavetta?
I don't know if that's an adjective that I would use.
Leslie, spit out her drink. We don't waste
Not my words.
When it comes to like, I was like, him or Kluber, I'm gonna take Kluber, because there was like a little conversation like who would you
Right.
take? But even Kluber, he frustrates me at times too. But Pavetta was definitely, and I definitely felt like he should be there. But I was the one that really thought Houck should be in the pen also, and I still think he is a pen guy. But right now,
He just hasn't proven that he can get through the third
or
time in the order.
yes,
Out.
and,
So that's when I'm like, bullpen.
I'm all for. I love Houck. I mean, we even have a shirt, Incredible Houck, after him. But it's I think that like it was definitely the right decision. I didn't necessarily like his attitude when he was questioned about that, because I cannot stand when somebody is just not humble. I mean, I guess I'll just say that because it's not as negative.
Right.
So that is, attitude is all about it. Like, I love it that whenever, like Verdugo last year, whenever AC had a conversation with him, he could have so got an attitude, but he didn't. Of course, he was hurt at first. Like, oh, well, I need to fix it. And look what happened. He came back this year, and he is on fire. And even Kike, I think he is one that he will, when he messes up, he owns it. That's what I like about him, is he owns it.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to do. You mess up, own it.
Do you sit there and think that AC, because like you said AC helped fix Verdugo when he called him out. Jaron Duran is a completely different person now.
Wow. Amazing.
And I'm not.
I was like, get him off our team last year.
Like, I'm not gonna give all the credit to AC because Dustin Pedroia was working with him.
That's who worked. Okay, I thought that.
It was Pedroia. It was Petey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I with every person on the team.
Well, I would love to have him to be our hitting coach.
Oh yes, but he is.
He doesn't want nothing to do with coaching
not
right
ready for all that yet.
No, he's still got his kids growing up and everything.
Yeah.
But maybe in the future,
But he didn't say never, so never say never.
So man, could you imagine like 5-6 years from now? We got PD hitting coach. We could have Tech.
Be the general, be the manager, like
be the GM.
Be the manager.
The manager.
Get Pedro to be our bullpen, like, and work with people. Oh man.
Oh, hey, let's talk.
Let's not tease us with these dream scenarios.
His birthday performance was nice, and I'm happy about that.
And Leslie, on the Pesky Podcast, our hindsight is 2020 over here.
That is what I came up. Hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight is 2020.
It's controversial because but so far some things are coming. I'm like, okay, it was a joke when I first started it, and now I'm like, I need to make a shirt that says hindsight is 2020. Like, I've been listening to other podcasts and they're like, hindsight is 2020. Yeah, I know. You might not get that, and I get that. I respect that.
It's all right. You go, girl.
I'm a lover. Like, oh my God, he does everything right. But there's starting to show things. I'm like, okay, did he just knew stuff we didn't know? Like, he had a plan.
If somehow we win it all, you should go change the shirt to hindsight is 2023. So
let's not go crazy quite yet.
Yeah.
But Christina, what about you? Well, what are your thoughts on Pavetta going to the bullpen? And
I think it's.
Do you think it's going to help us out in the long run?
Yes, I do, and I agree with what Mel said about the attitude, because I love, and this sounds so ugly, but it's the truth. I love that it pretty much happened 1 week apart. Like a week ago, they asked him, does he feel like he's auditioning? And he pretty much had the comment like, I don't understand the question. I'm a starter. And then a week later, dude, you're in the bullpen. So I love that, because I'm figuring that's got to humble him just a little bit. I think him coming in the game with a more pressure situation will get a better start out of him. So I just think it's good. And like you said, because Kluber is struggling right now. And like there's some games Kluber does great. And you're like, oh, he's back. And then the last game, you're like, oh my God, he's so I mean, if you have a strong bullpen and Kluber can only give us 4 or 5 innings, it's nice to know we've got Pivetta and Winkowski and Crawford in there, to burn up some innings before hopefully we get to Jensen. So I think Pivetta to the bullpen is a great idea. I think it's a great thing right now, and I think it's going to work out for us. I do. I see it as much better than him being in the starting rotation.
And we don't
as a Sox fan, though, has there been a time where we have not stressed out completely to the max to need heart pills about pitching postseason?
No.
I mean,
it's
not since I've been a fan, and that's been since pre-86. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Pitching is the issue. Always. And then it'll be
and see, and then me, I keep having this little thing because I'm like, I get pitching's our issue, and I see things like Houck struggling and Cooper struggling and stuff like that. And then this is just me. It's not because I want to blame one person, but me, it's like, when do we start looking at our pitching coach? Because it starts to bother me when Evaldi goes somewhere else and becomes an amazing pitcher. Martin leaves, goes and makes the all-star team. So-and-so goes and does good. And if Brazier ends up going somewhere else and doing great, I'm not saying he's going to, but if he does, I want to know what is our pitching staff doing that these other pitching staffs, are not doing that these other pitching staffs are doing. Because every once in a while, I start thinking, okay, yes, our pitching is, but then when do we start looking at the pitching staff, the pitching coaches? Like what?
I mean, to be fair,
come on.
Sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah,
Christina,
no, you're fine.
Nasty Nate was Nasty Nate
always,
before we got rid of him for some inexplicable reason.
Yes.
I mean,
but last year he was giving up home runs like crazy. By May, he had given up so many home runs compared to his season before the whole year long. Like he did struggle 100%. A little bit last year. But I love him. Oh my God. He's from Texas. I love Nasty Nate.
But
that's when I'm start thinking when
people for just a tiny
no. I don't want them
to. There's been players that have sucked for years.
Oh yeah. No. I did not want to get rid of Nasty Nate at all. I was very upset about that. But that's my thing. My thing is like, when do you start looking at the pitching coach? Like, what are they doing to Cooper? I heard, and this could be just wrong, but I heard that like Bush was trying to have him a different spin at the beginning of the season. Well, why? If we got him because he's so great, why are we changing him? But that's just me. Like I said, I don't have all the stats, and I don't, I'm not a where I'm into, I don't have the time to do it, to have all the numbers. In the summer I'm a numbers girl because I'm not teaching, so I have more spare time teaching. I don't have
I'm just a crazy person that gets it, but it's fine.
But in my I just, every once in a while, I'm not gonna lie, I'll watch a game and our pitching's messing up, and I'm like, okay. And then Dave Bush walks out there and I'm like, okay, what are you telling him? Like, what I don't know. And like I said, I don't want to be that person that blames the coach, but every once in a while, I want to know
it's really an opportunity.
Why, maybe he needs to do something. Maybe he needs to fire them up a little bit. Maybe he's too passive. I just don't know. Like every once in a while, I want to know, when do we start looking at the pitching staff over here?
Speaking of pitching staff, I'm kind of intrigued about our Sunday game because it's a guy that we let go, Michael Walker, last year.
Oh, God.
Going up against Corey Kluber, the guy we signed to, and hence replace him. This year, Kluber is 2-5 with a 6.41 ERA. Michael Walker, 4-1 with a 4.06 ERA. So, right there's a pitching matchup of the past meets the present, and I think that might be overshadowed because it's all going to be about Xander Bogaerts this weekend.
Exactly.
I kind of can't wait to see the video package you put together. Hopefully, it's a little bit better than mine that I have on our YouTube channel.
Like yours. I do like yours. I'm not a big fan of the song on it, but I love the heart and all the work you put into it. It was awesome.
Hey, where are you now when we need you? You're in San Diego.
Definitely. it definitely the message is there for sure because it's like, but I'm a huge I love Xander and I don't blame him for taking.
How
the
can you?
decision.
No.
You can't blame him.
You can't blame him.
Some people do.
X forever. X
Yeah,
Yeah,
forever.
you can't X forever.
I almost wore my X Forever shirt today, but I have two of them actually. Because I would always but also some people dislike Mookie for taking it, and I know
You can't hate any of these people. You cannot hate
No.
Mookie for leaving. You cannot hate Price. You cannot hate Lester or
Nope.
Lack.
no,
You can't do it.
you cannot.
I mean, Lester literally leaned in to hug John Henry, and he was like, "No." So let's not.
I think that's just John Henry though. He's just strange.
Yes. I feel like the curse continues with the hockey team he purchased, but that's another story.
Yeah, I feel like he's just maybe.
See, it wasn't me. It was him.
It was him, yeah,
Right?
You take that back now.
It was not Christina.
It was
John
not
Henry's the
me.
problem.
There we go.
Because somebody actually sent me a Bruins hat this year. Like, I'll send you a Bruins hat. You become a fan. And I was like, okay, I'm going to become a fan. I'm going to do this. And my friend Casey, who Christina has met, she's a huge Bruins fan. And I even got her a Bruins jersey one time. Like, I wanted to, but we just don't really have hockey here. Maybe Dallas does, but I'm south. We're southern Texas, and we don't have hockey.
We don't have it here either, but I love it.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I'm
you
obsessed.
lived in
Like, I got into it this year.
I did. I lived in Mass. I worked in Mass for years and years and years, and then I spent all my summers at the Cape.
So are you
one of those fortunate people that use summer as a verb?
That on here, but are you originally from more south, or are you
From here? I mean, from where I'm
originally, you're originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Kansas, but we have friends that live on the Cape, and then I worked on several campaigns out there, and
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
yeah, spent more time than imaginable in Boston and the Cape, and there's no way you can spend time there, even just a little bit, and not be obsessed, especially in the summer.
Yes.
Is not be obsessed with the Red Sox. There is no
Yeah.
way. If you can do that, I don't even understand you, and I don't want to be friends with you.
No, but Christina's always been a Red Sox fan.
All my life.
In the 90s dated a guy who was a Red Sox fan, and I started liking them because of him. Cool,
And it stuck.
It was I ended up a bigger fan than him, and I've dated people who have turned into huge Red Sox fans, and they get Red Sox tattoos. I mean, it's that it's just it's like an addiction. It's a contagious.
It really is.
disease.
It's a thing, and they will break your heart nearly
Oh,
every
sure.
season. But
For
it's
sure.
fine.
Mhm.
I mean, I can't imagine a better love than the Red Sox, honestly. And my
I
poor
agree.
husband, God love him,
Same.
he doesn't watch sports at
Same.
all, and so he's like, "So what time's your podcast over? And there's not a Celtics game on tonight, is there?" And I'm like, "No, dear." There's not."
Your tweets about that.
Poor guy.
Tweets I've literally tweeted in years past. I've been like, I have said that exact same thing because I feel
Like he especially during the hockey, I mean, God love him, he was like, "You got to calm down, you're scaring the dogs." And I'm like,
oh yeah.
"Are you kidding me right now?" And I'm just like on my chair screaming.
Mhm.
And certainly happens more often than not, especially during playoffs for the Red Sox. So, oh my gosh, yeah, poor guy. Didn't grow up playing sports, and didn't grow up watching them, and so lucky him, he married me, and he gets to watch all of the things now. So.
That is amazing. I love it.
He said to me the other day, "Who's Paul Pierce?" And I was like, "I can't be friends with you right now."
He said what?
Who's Paul
Who's Paul
Pierce?
Pierce?
Oh my goodness. No. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all something one time. I'm not even like a Patriots fan.
Oh,
But
Lord.
one time
I'm not a Patriots fan.
I was at
Stop it.
This was years and years ago, and my husband goes, "Who's Tom Brady?"
Dear Lord Jesus.
Amen.
I was like, "Okay."
I mean, I'm not a Patriots fan, but I know football. I love football just as much as I
Good
love
God,
baseball.
am I
so.
the only Pats fan here?
Well, you got to remember, I'm from Texas. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Texas fan either. You would laugh.
Patriot shirts. Because
You would laugh.
Like one of my other best friends, Casey, she's a huge fan, and I always, and my kids are Patriots fans
I
because
love your children already.
Yeah. but yeah, and I did like the whole Tom Brady. Like, my thing is, if my friends are like going for a team, I'm going to. I grew up. I'm ashamed to say, I grew up a Cowboys fan.
It's okay. I'm surrounded by Chiefs fans. It's fine.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
me,
So, I think Christina did.
I'm
too.
not. Yeah. Well, my mom was. I grew up a Houston Oiler fan because that was my dad. My mom was a Cowboy, but I'm a Dolphins fan. Very rare in Texas. Huge Miami Dolphin fan. They will break your heart. They will break your heart. But it's fins up all the way, baby. And every Sunday, I'm completely decked out in my Miami Dolphin gear. And I'm like you, screaming and yelling, just as bad as I am during baseball season. Red Sox and Dolphins.
I used to work at the local hospital here. We had Spirit Day. And of course, the University of Kansas sponsored the Chiefs. And they're like, wear your Spirit gear as long as it's red. Well, they already hated me because I was a Patriots fan. So I wore my Clear Eyes Tom Brady can't lose shirt with pride. I've never had so much hate in one day. I mean, it was actually crazy.
Tom Brady. They hate him.
They hate him. And I was like,
because he's the GOAT.
I'm more of a Jules fan. I just don't have a Jules jersey. Otherwise, I would have worn it. But and it wasn't red.
Well, Leslie, you might not like me as much.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Don't say you're a Chiefs fan.
No. Even better.
We can be friends. I don't even care. Doesn't matter. As long as you're not a Chiefs fan.
The team that I like is the only team Tom Brady can't beat in the Super Bowl. The Giants.
Oh.
Not once.
A Giants fan.
Not twice.
It is over.
It's not. We're not friends anymore.
Hey, we don't have to be friends as long as you can still be a pesky party girl.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I often joke that there's only a couple people I would go for the Giants for if the Pats aren't in it, and sadly that's been the case a couple years. But it's fine.
It's fine. I promise it's fine.
It's fine.
Hey, cute story though. Not Mac Jones, but the oh God, Zeppi or what's his name? No, Zeppi or something for the Patriots. He played a little bit this year, not that many games. Maybe he's your third string quarterback.
Oh God,
he graduated with my stepson. He went to Victoria High School, which is just 40 miles north of me, and my stepson and him were seniors together. He plays for the Patriots.
That's really cool.
That's a pretty cool story.
When he came on, I'm like, hey, he was at graduation. And my husband's like, yeah, he went on to play with the Patriots. I'm like, well, goddamn, no one told me.
That's the reason I have a Paul Pierce jersey is because Paul Pierce played for the Jayhawks and obsessed. And so immediately had to get a Celtics Paul Pierce jersey.
I love the color. I said, I think I told Christina this. I was like, man, or somebody, I was like, I wish I was more of a fan because I love green. It's my favorite color. And I love clovers. Like, I have a clover tattoo on my arm. Like, I mean, it's a Red Sox tattoo, but I have
Me
a clover.
too.
Oh,
you're 4 or 3.
Huh?
4 or 3.
4.
Oh, mine's 4. Mine's on my foot, so I will not show you because. But
you do that, you might get some OnlyFans.
I was gonna say you might get some OnlyFans fetish people here. Got Pesky Party Girl taking it to a different level now.
And Mel would appreciate this because I got it on my feet because I was a ballet dancer. In former life, and so
also,
yeah, that I figured that. I remember saying that, and so I don't have a lot of feeling down there from all the nerve damage I caused from dancing 14 years on my toes.
Are disgusting.
Oh, disgusting!
But
like, it was great because I had no feeling, so I'm like, yeah, put the tattoo down there.
Yes, like my feet look like.
Ritt's just like, okay, this is interesting. I don't know what this
podcast is not making the podcast.
This podcast, this is live, girl. This is all making the podcast.
Well, I know, but still.
Well, you know,
I feel like it was live until this discussion happened.
I just love how beforehand Leslie's like, I'm all nervous. And now and now she's out here. Welcome to onlyleslie.com.
I've had 3 martinis. Great.
Speaking of martinis, Melissa, you finished yours. I'm looking, talking to Christina, listening to Leslie. I look over and you got another one, but you never left.
No,
okay. Oh, okay.
See, my husband filled mine up.
Okay, mine usually does, but I try to he usually does the wine when I do the wine, but he's in the other room, so I'm not.
See, I sit there and
Not
thought
going
that you had like a whole bunch of glasses lined up,
Yeah,
just ready to go.
Yeah, just keep
didn't see me.
assembly line.
I was like, let me turn around. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Assembly line. That's how we do it at my house when she's with me.
I'm like, God, here we go.
This was it. This is all I made. My lovely husband was nice enough to fill it up for me. But yes,
I usually
Awesome.
drink wine on
let's
the
make it
podcast.
relaxed just enough. So,
Perfect.
But like, what do you do? Vodka or gin martinis?
oh, vodka,
Oh,
never
me
gin.
too. I hate gin.
Oh, good God.
Christina likes gin, right? You like?
I
gin?
will. I'll drink the gin and tonic. Yeah. I like everything, guys. I don't discriminate. Okay. I like
The
you
only
know.
gin I'm drinking is an aviation.
Is
And
what?
that's, I mean, is an aviation. Have you had an aviation before? It has creme de violet in it. It's so good.
Ooh.
Good luck
Because
finding a bar that has that, though.
Ooh. Have you ever?
Yeah,
had
because I like Negronis and I
I
like Negronis. I like gin and tonics. So I drink. Yeah.
Very
Okay,
good.
so
My
I'm
swim
like-
coach turned me on to aviation, so that should tell you a lot about our relationship.
Yeah.
That is onlyleslie.com.
And I'm done and never coming back. No, I'm just
Oh, yeah.
What were our other topics? Oh my God, Ryan
Ah.
Weber's pitching for the Yankees right now.
Wait, wasn't he the guy that looked like a 12-year-old?
Yeah, he's pitching for the Yankees for right now. He's coming up to pitch. I'm sorry, to pitch. They're playing the Blue Jays still.
Oh,
They're
man.
winning.
I can't believe that they beat the Rays.
Stop.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Horrible.
Yeah.
It was bad. But that's when we were losing too. So I just feel like those were just a bad couple of days. Something wasn't aligned.
They were
with
bad
either.
days.
They
Well,
were
Bad days.
but before we go to our last topic, which is a good one, and Leslie's going to love it, we're going to release the new design for the Pesky Podcast.
the non-PG version.
No,
the
no.
non-PG version or the PG version?
Pesky. Oh no, she's talking about. He's talking about.
I think after a few martinis, Leslie's gonna be wearing the non-PG version. That's what I'm getting.
I'm
No,
wearing.
no.
Bam!
Would be the model for it. I was kidding.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Leslie
it.
doesn't need to be a model anymore. Leslie's done.
No, you are not done being a model. You are going to keep modeling.
Let's
those
not scare people, Mel.
.com shirts. Just saying.
So, right there is the new logo for the
Love it.
Pesky Podcast.
Love it. It's great. I will get that.
Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it.
Very good.
We
Very
went
good.
and got our Twitter handles on there.
I like that you're
At
mostly on the
_ Ritt and at DMCARTWRI.
Yes. Love
So-
I love it. I
Very
love
good.
it. I love it. I love it.
Love it.
That is brought to you by my good friend and our executive producer, Chase Fulmer.
Hey, Chase.
So, guys, make sure you sit there and hit them up for all your needs. So let me bam add this right up to the corner. Christina, you get that stamp of approval.
Woo, woo, woo.
So now our last topic is how happy are we that Psycho Sale is back?
Psycho Cell.
Psycho Sale.
Psycho Cell. When he we'll talk about the whole spring training and his smile, and he did good, but he smiled. But
I don't like him
then-
smiling. It bothers me.
then when he has that face, and it's like I can't even make that face.
We all love Psycho Cell.
So
We
good.
all love Psycho Cell.
I don't really want him if he's not psycho. I don't want him if he's like I'm happy and everything's
Yes,
great.
when he
I
smiles.
want him to be pissed
Yeah.
off at the entire world,
Mhm.
especially the team he's pitching to.
breaking TVs. Break some TVs if you gotta.
I want him to pull a
Just
poppy and beat
protect
the
your
holy
hands.
shit out of a phone in
Yes.
Baltimore. I want him to be so angry all of the time because that's the pitcher we need.
Yes,
That's just
it is.
I mean, 24 strikeouts over the last 3 starts. Are we mad about that? We're not mad about that.
No. Matter of fact, I can't remember what was it. Steve that posted put your predictions for how many strikeouts, and I'm thinking 8, and he.
Yeah,
exceeded
let's-
that.
You got to you just have to go way under what you're even hoping for, and then maybe you're happy by the end of a Red Sox game.
He exceeded my expectation. I didn't even comment because I was like, I'm not gonna comment because
Yeah.
deal with the
I mean,
backlash.
10-9 the last 2 games. That's phenomenal. That's the sale we needed.
Yes, that's what we need. Yep.
That is our ace.
Mhm.
You know, and
Yes.
with all the young arms, behind them, you got Bayo. Paxton was looking pretty good for
Yeah,
in this.
they did him dirty. They did him dirty that day. He did well, and then the rest of the game was.
Yeah, he did his job. He did his job. He really did. That day, he did his job.
But I've been a huge Bayo fan for a while. I'm like, believe in Bayo. And there's been times it's been like, oh God, why did I say that? But I was happy to believe in him on his birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do perfect, but
he had a lot of run support that helped him.
I'm really happy that Sale's back to what we remember him as. Hopefully, we have a lot more of those days ahead, and a lot less of the home runs, giving up 5, 6, 7, 8 runs.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that, please.
So let's do a quick. Now that we see Chris Sale being Chris Sale, do you think?
Someone go pray the rosary now that he said that out loud.
And don't say we're
Like go Sage Fenway.
Okay, don't say that.
Well, I'm just curious. Are we going to go over or under 10 wins now for the rest of the season?
For Sale?
Yes.
Oh, over 10 wins. Oh yeah, I'll say over.
Over, Leslie.
I'll tentatively say over. Let's not tempt fate. There's a lot of things that could happen.
Melissa?
I say I'm buying the sell. We'll see. I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, listen, I put all the good vibes his way. It's just
because
I'm laughing with y'all on the tempt fate because last weekend when she came to visit me, she goes, I predicted the Red Sox to sweep the Cardinals. She goes, we did. And then when we were losing, I was like, Bessie, why are you saying that we're going to sweep them?
Oh, and
she's like,
new bar was like, he's so adorable and so sweet. I want to cry on this thing, and I'm like, I can't like him. I'll like him after this series is over, but I cannot like new bar.
I was like, you're not supposed to say that. I cannot believe you said that they were going to sweep. She's like, I'm sorry.
He loves his mommy.
Richard Schiff, the actor from West Wing, taught me never ever tempt fate. Never ever tempt fate. Never ever think that something good is coming your way.
Oh, for sure.
Well, my husband is a huge Red Sox fan now because he married into it. And he is just as crazy as me. He truly is. And he watches 162 games just like I do. But he works on the road. So he has a tailgate, dish, whatever, satellite. So he takes with him. He's constantly. So I'm watching the game. He's watching the game. And when we won the 8 in a row, he calls me that night. He goes, are we ever going to lose? I said, God damn you, mother. Beep, 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 beep. And he's like, what? I said, you just freaking jinxed us. We're going to freaking lose. Why did I say freaking? I said, God. And then the next thing you know, the next day, what happens? We lost, right? And he didn't even want to call me. He's like, I ain't calling my wife. She's pissed at me. I was like, the divorce papers are in the freaking mail, dude, because you know better than to say that.
I
was so mad.
Very.
Because as soon as he said it, are we ever going to lose? I was like, So I still blame him. For it. When he asked the other day.
Now we know who to blame.
Yes, the other day when we were losing the Cardinals, he goes, what happened to us? I said, what happened to us is you said, are we ever going to freaking never lose a game again? That's what happened. And he's like.
The Ritt and I both predicted.
He can't talk about the Celtics.
There would
ever.
Be
I won't let him. I won't allow it, listen.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, I sit there personally. I think we should do this once a month, ladies' night.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
2,
I
think
that
that
we aren't all like totally on the same page, so it makes it like fun and spicy. It's like, okay, like
we're all old.
2.
The older you get, the more you say with
Senior ladies night.
That's right, Grandma.
Hey, wait, how old are you, Josh?
I just turned 41.
Okay,
He's a child.
you're basically.
Oh, you're a child.
DC. He's young, huh? DC.
He's a
I think
baby.
DC got. I think DC got locked in the basement.
Dude. He's Joey Capone. He is in the basement with Joey Capone right now. They're drinking. Oh, what is it called? What are those things he drinks?
Oh my God.
The girl drinks?
No. His sponsor. I can't remember now.
Like, oh my God, he did it on the podcast. He did it so well. What was it?
Goslings?
Goslings.
Vodka, whatever it is. Yeah. Joey and DC are in the basement drinking those right now. Just saying.
But I think the next time we do ladies' night, Melissa, I think we should test Leslie and play a nice game of fair or foul.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good.
And I love fair or foul.
That'll be good.
We'll sit there and see how good Leslie is tempting fate.
Oh, she would do very well. I like that.
I don't like tempting fate.
I agree.
She's a realist. I like it. I've been.
I like it too.
Podcasts with people that are, because I'm like, I probably follow butterflies out in the, I'm a positive. My thing is, I think,
and I'm not. I mean, because I grew up as a Boston sports fan, so I'm not an overly positive.
I think that if I'm negative, then it's going to affect them, so I will fake it.
Yeah, it's like I feel like they're gonna feed off my attitude, so I've got to be. And Mel's worse. Mel's is like that mom that says it's okay, baby.
Like, no, we are not. Oh, that's because me with Bobby Dahlbeck. I'm like, oh, Bobby, it's okay. And
no, they suck and they deserve to know it. That's me.
Bobby D.
Bobby D.
Okay.
That's Bobby D. That's Bobby D right there on that over there, that little red thing.
Man,
we won't talk about
that. So next week,
team, but I love Bobby D.
Next week, when DC and I, if we get a chance to interview Bobby Dahlbeck, I'll be like, on a side note, off the record,
I will be on that episode. I will be on that episode.
But he's gonna be off the record. One pesky party girl likes you. The other two said, "Get him off my team."
No, thank you.
I'll be like, 2 out of the 3 pesky party girls do not like you.
I like him. I don't want to like him though.
So
I won't even go that far.
You don't like him at all?
No.
I
mean, you have to be like, full copy tech for me to be like,
he doesn't have.
You're Red Sox forever, and I will love you till the end of time.
He's not Red Sox forever. He's not. I feel like he would do well on another team.
And if I have to see Bobby, which he's not playing right now, so it's perfect. But if I ever have to see him strike out again and walk back to the dugout going,
he will not be playing for us again. But I feel like the Bobby Dahlbeck could go to another team and somehow do so well, but not on the Red Sox. Some people can't handle that Boston pressure, and I don't think the Bobby D is one of the people that can.
You know who I'm really sad about losing though is, and I'm going to use this nickname because that's what I've called him forever, is Betty Teddy. Andrew Benintendi.
Oh,
I'm still so mad.
But Massa,
just for the flow alone.
Yes, I love him, but I feel like Massa was a good, because people were talking about, we could have had Benintendi and not Massa. I feel like Massa is gonna.
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah,
just for a pretty factor. Middle girl response.
I'm so glad he's not a Yankee anymore. That's what I'm happy about. Like, really, he was a Yankee. I know he hated it. He hated it. White Sox, that's okay. You could be a White Sox. That's fine. That's nothing. Be a White Sox. They suck. But whatever. Like, be that.
When do we play the White Sox? They're gonna kick our ass now. When the fuck did that happen? And I can blame Mel.
First row, looking in the Red Sox dugout at the White Sox game, and they beat us 1-0. But that was in 2021. So, yeah.
But I'm all for ladies' night once a month or however you want to do it, guys.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, ladies, it's closing time.
Closing time. I'm sorry.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm
But
already gonna sing.
It's good that you can sing because people
She
would
can
like Run for
sing
the Hills.
beautiful. Yeah.
so
It's
we're gonna go around and I'm gonna give each of you ladies the time. So we're gonna start with you, Christina.
The time.
The time is yours.
Okay.
Tell anybody anything you want to talk about Red Sox.
Nothing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, yes, we had some hiccups, but still liking this team a lot better than last season. I think this team has more fight in it than last season. I've said that before. I feel like last season, I don't know, there was something about it that, they'd be losing and I would see them on TV and I just felt like, guys, come on. And now I feel like even when they're down 4-0 or 3-0, I don't feel like we're out of it because I feel like they, it just takes that one good hit and they're all, like the other day, pretty much everybody was hitting. I said except for, dang it, now I can't think of his name. Oh, I think Kike, right? Was the only one that had hit.
Drinking. You're not
I was
drinking,
drunk.
so your brain is not working.
I know my brain's not working.
It's 'cause
But
you're not-
no, anything Reds. I think they're doing good. I'm looking forward to this series in San Diego. I hope we do good. I hope we at least take the series. That's always my thing. I always just want to at least win the series. But no, I'm some good moves. Pavetta to the bullpen.
Thank God.
Loving Pablo Reyes right now. I think he's playing very
Yes.
hard with a lot of heart. I think he wants to prove himself, that he deserves a shot. Loving Duran right now. I think he's doing amazing. I love my Masa. I just do. To me, he's very consistent, but very quiet about it, just under the radar, but he does what he needs to do. And I just adore him. So I'm happy with my team right now. Very, very happy with my team right now and hoping. I still think we'll be a wild card. I just think we can do it.
Mhm.
So.
Melissa, let's head on over to you because we're gonna save the best for last.
Leslie,
That's the worst thing ever, but okay, sure. Yeah, it's great.
I love your spunk, and my closing thing is going to be about Leslie. I am so glad that she was here today.
yay!
I'm so thankful that
I can't wait till we all get together at an actual game.
Okay, September. I think that's going to happen. Beginning of September. Wait, when is the wedding? Exactly.
September 30th.
No, that's at the end. Okay,
Yeah,
beginning
that's
of
at the
September.
beginning.
We're going to
It's
Kansas
like
City.
Labor Day weekend.
We're going to Kansas.
Oh, we are? Girl, why didn't you tell me? I already booked the tickets. Dang it, when is this? Let me go check. Okay, I got it. All right. I keep the schedule on my fridge. I just turn and look. I booked. She tells me we're going. I booked the tickets.
Leslie, when are we there? When is it?
It's like Labor Day weekend. I think.
September
It's like
1st and
second.
Christina,
Yeah.
she's been drinking. She's been drinking.
I have not been drinking. This is my natural high, guys. Woo!
So I'm just glad that, and then we are gonna have to have a Pesky Party Girls thing in Kansas City for the game at
Yes.
the beginning of September, and yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, because I'm off that Monday for work anyways, because we're off Labor Day. So I can just take Friday off and fly out there and fly
Yes,
back Monday, be back at work Tuesday.
Pesky Party Girls.
Pesky Party Girls, like and all you young girls, you think we're old? It's okay. We still have fun.
We still have
whatever.
fun.
Whatever you want to say. You're only as young as you feel. That's what I say. But anyway, yeah, I'm just excited. And I'm excited to have added Leslie to our little Pesky Party Girl thing. I love that she is on the podcast. I will be releasing my very own podcast soon, Sox Addicts, and it will be on YouTube first. I don't know where all it's going to be, but we have recorded the first episode, just haven't edited it. And Leslie will be a future guest on our show. What? Yes, for sure.
It's good. I need more anxiety in my life, so that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It will be fun. Okay, if you don't like something, you just tell me, and I will edit it out. See, because it won't be live. I'm not about that live life.
Oh God.
Who knows what I'm gonna say? God, I am scary. I will say some crazy stuff. So yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm just excited that Leslie is on the show, and of course Christina. Of course, she's been on. The whole Pesky Party Girls came about because we were on
Because of opening day and I was drunk. Let's be real. No.
we were taking shots, and I joked about acting like when we go to Boston, that I'm gonna act like the pesky pole is a stripper pole, and it was a joke. I'm not a stripper in any way. I don't think I have those skills. I would be proud to say I had those skills, but I don't have them. I don't have that strength anymore.
I tried it once or twice. I failed miserably.
Did you?
The pole came down.
Pesky Party boy.
We are gonna okay when we get.
Oh my God.
Where you live, and I go to those minor league games with you, I'm gonna bring a stripper pole, and I'm gonna see what you can do.
I'll sit there and tear the house down.
Woohoo!
Yes, do it.
I know I can't do it. I have no upper body strength. Like, not really. Not for my weight. I am not small. Like,
Gorgeous.
Opening day live show we did. We had some bad points.
There were some bad points.
But we had the greatest point. We now have 3 Pesky Party Girls.
Yes.
And now we're going to go to the shyest one of us all. Leslie, some final thoughts.
She won't be shy for long.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It
takes a long time for me to open up. Better than last year. Let's start there. We'll start with a positive. I'll pull my Carabas and say a positive. Better than last year. It's still May, and the Red Sox fan in me will not let me be positive until well after the All-Star break. So let's go there. Sale looks good though. He looks good. So that's, a huge positive. And if we want to just look to this weekend, we get to hear Dawn. And as a Red Sox fan, is there anything better?
Love it. Except
is there anything better than hearing some Dawn, even though he's
San Diego? I'm gonna cry.
Well, he's gonna say, girls, will get the tissue ready.
Get prepared. It's coming. It's coming.
Amazing pictures, right? He's not.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and we had absolutely no choice in that decision. But we get to hear Dawn, and that's a huge positive for this weekend.
Definitely.
And since we're live, non-Red Sox related, let's go Celtics.
I agree.
Come on.
I agree.
I'm pulling for your Celtics for you, girl.
I am all for it.
Beat the Heat.
I'm actually running out of green clothes, which I never thought I'd say, but I've had to wear so much green in the past couple, 3-4 weeks that we're running out of it to wear work. So let's go Celtics.
Wait, is your
LFG?
Is your Sox Addict shirt green?
It is.
Oh,
I thought Murph would be pleased because he gave me shit about being green the other day.
It's
so
like the dark green. I like it. I texted Red like immediately when I saw you, and because I have the dark green T-shirt of the
Damn right, I go to
church. And then I saw you in the tank, and so I was like, I need that. I'm getting that immediately. Like I need that because I love it.
It's Racerback season. Let's go.
It is Racerback season. I got a Racerback
right
now, but I did put a jacket over it. But got my Buenas noches amigos shirt on. So just saying, we all have
non-Irish girls say that. That's not nice.
I am Irish. You say non-Irish?
Yeah, well,
me?
Non-Irish. Well, anybody else but me. I'm like 90% Irish. No one wants me to say that.
14%. Okay, you say it. Well, I live in Texas.
Buenos noches, amigos.
Yes.
Like I did my DNA. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. It was like 90% Irish, 10% English.
No, mine was English. Mine was mostly English and Irish and Scottish.
That was it. There was not a speck of anything else. It was
I'm
really
Chihuahua.
No, I said I'm a sweet box of crackers.
I'm a Mexican American. That's about it.
Yeah, no, there was none. There was nothing fun except for Irish in me. That's it.
So my whole life I was told I was French. Like my family speaks French. Like
she speaks French when she's drunk.
When I'm drunk, I will speak some freaking French. But
we're gonna be fun together.
Yeah. I don't know that. Like some of your followers followed me and they're like speaking Irish. I'm like, I don't speak that. I guess that's Irish. I'm like, I don't
get GRMA.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. Sorry, I don't know. I do have Irish in my DNA. I don't look like it, but I do. All my aunts are gingers. They're all my family is gingers. They're all redhead, freckles.
Well, my hair, pre-coloring is definitely your color.
Oh, really?
Wow. It's super dark.
So you got those light eyes with the dark hair. That's nice.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Gray eyes, dark hair.
Ritt's like, I just saw him nodding his head.
No, my
Gray eyes,
fiance,
dark hair.
my fiance is the same thing. She's a redhead with those eyes.
Yes.
So
yes, that is.
and I know she can hear me because she's right above me. So if I don't sit there and say that, I will be in trouble.
I know you're on the show with 3 girls, like three.
It's
females.
3 old ladies. Let's be real.
Is she your age or is she younger?
Oh no, she's younger than me by a year.
Oh,
She
okay.
just-
She's in her 40s. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever. But
So,
they should not
but,
want young girls.
Not
that-
26.
We are young
No.
at heart, though. I believe that we are all young at heart.
hey, I sit there and I joke around like I'm 25.
I'm 12.
Well, okay.
I'm mature. I am a child.
I still play the I still play that game. The old yeah. I still play that at work.
You can't grow up. You grow up. It makes you grow up. You literally age.
It makes you grow up.
It makes you grow up. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Don't grow up. It makes you
Don't
grow
do it.
up.
Don't grow up. It's a trap.
So, but hey, I want to thank the Pesky Party Girls for stopping by tonight for Ladies Night. Loved having you all on. We've got to do this at least once a month. Hopefully, DC can unlock himself out of the basement.
DC
Where,
is down there just drinking.
Yeah,
Poor Rick
so
he got stranded alone with 3 women today. He's like, maybe DC can be here next time.
but hey
These
guys,
crazy girls.
go on over to our YouTube channel. We've been exploding really well over there. Like I think the Keith Folk is our number 1 viewed one so far, and that's close to 1,000 views. So that's really special for us.
I apologize for not saying, like, he was like really called me out for not talking, but I'm like, I can talk. Like, I'm not gonna ask you questions. These guys don't get to talk to you all the time. I can. Just you. Like, it's not about me. Like, but he called me out. That is for sure. He's like, next time I come on here, maybe Melissa will talk some more.
Well, and then
I don't
Joey
know
was,
that I could either, to be fair.
Really? No, I've hung out with them. Like, it's like we've gone to.
Yeah, no, I have not, obviously. And no, I mean,
No.
Like,
that saying
yes,
back to folk
it
was
was
my
my
ringtone
fault.
for over a year. I was so excited. We finally won a World Series.
I'm like,
Like,
it
there's
was
no
my
way.
ringtone. Like, and so yeah, I did. But the thing was, is they like, I was like, hey, yeah, we hung out with, like, he'll be on the show, like, it'll be fine. And I'm like, but I'm probably not gonna talk because this is about y'all. Y'all do it. And then at the end of the thing, Keith is like, Melissa didn't talk at all. I'm like, because it's not my show. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah.
but no, guys, just check us out. We're on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Check us out on
Apple Podcast. I don't know if you.
Oh, yeah,
you never
Apple-
say that, but that's how I listen to y'all.
Apple Podcast, iTunes. I guess they're the same thing. But make sure you.
Oh, I guess
don't-
they are. Well,
Ah.
okay, that's the alcohol talking.
Oh wow,
I apologize.
she Socks Addict just had an epiphany that Apple Podcast
iTunes.
and iTunes are the same thing.
I don't use iTunes. I go to literally the podcast button on my phone, which is not the same as iTunes. It's not.
Mel.
Is it?
Mel.
I love you, bestie.
My husband just brought me a margarita. Things are about to get real, y'all.
Woo!
Margarita.
David, where's mine?
Christina wants to know where hers is.
The hell?
Oh! Now you want to drink when we're getting ready to get off the air.
I'm fixing to.
Oh my.
Good night.
No,
No.
I'm literally just giving my liver one night off. That's it. It'll be
But,
back on tomorrow, guys.
But sit there and head on over to our Twitter page, hit our link tree, check out this weekend when we release our first 2 shirts. It will be our new logo,
Who knows?
and it will be the Pesky Party Girl shirt.
Yes, and we want you ladies to join us on the Pesky Party Girl train. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
So I am the Ritt. They are the Pesky Party Girls.
Woo-woo.
Check us out next time on the Pesky Podcast.